Welcome into Charger Arena on the campus of Corner Canyon High School for the Corner Canyon Tournament of Champions. A matchup between the Layton Lancers and the Timpview Thunderbirds. It's a Rewind Sports Network coverage of the Layton Lancers. Coach Kelby Miller, the head coach, longtime head coach, state championship head coach, bringing his Layton Lancers down. Big tournament. No Dave Katoa tonight, but we still have a terrific lineup on the floor for Layton. Makai Martin, we're number 22 today. His number 1 hasn't quite arrived yet. Josh Checkett's number 33, going to be jumping it up against Dean Ruckert, one of the better players in the state of Utah. And we are underway as Timpview got to the state championship game a year ago in 5A, lost to Alta. We'll be seeing Alta later tonight against Corner Canyon. The baseline runner contacted the rim, no call. That was a strong take, but just could not get it over the top there by Mason Ford. Then it'll be Layton basketball. Starters for Layton is Makai Martin, Sam Romer, KJ Martin, or probably KJ Miller. See, Jonah Fulmer. Send that back out to Makai, and then, of course, Josh Checketts, who is the big 5. Send it out to Romer. Romer step inside the arc, off the back of the iron, and a rebound. Taken by Timpview, now on the run. Corbin Hansen. He's out. There's Dean Ruckert, sophomore Dean Ruckert. Ruckert at Romer, sends it back to the corner. On the drive all the way to the rim, and the first 2 of the night. On the run, and the teardrop. Now falls in for Corbin Hansen. And it is 4-0 Timpview. Of course, saw Layton the other night against Copper Hills. They shot the lights out as Miller fires for the first time. Was online, but no. Romer had the rebound and is fouled. Gives us a chance to seek up our clock here. Remind you that clock is unofficial. Sometimes I'll fire it and it won't go. But always try to get it caught up when we can. As Martin will trigger in. And Makai and KJ. It's hard to think that these guys are seniors. As Romer comes around, and Romer lays it up and in. Multi-year starters and Miller and Martin. Straightaway 3 for Ruckert, goes in and out. Tipped out by Checketts, taken by Miller. Ends up hitting the deck, and it's a easy lay-in for Timpview. Just unfortunate bounces. Kai comes off the screen, throws it in to Checketts. Yeah, mouse in the house, an easy layup for Checketts. Tolstrup sends that back out to Ruckert. Now on the angle, Corbin Hansen goes back to Ruckert. Angled 3, no, and they're going to say foul on Makai Martin. And that's going to put Ruckert at the line for 3 free throws. And the first free throw good from Ruckert. Mentioned started as a freshman last year. It always feels like you say this about kids at Timpview, young and super talented. Think about sophomores in the state of Utah multiple sports. At Hilema Kasunga, who will end up being the highest-rated quarterback in the state of Utah's history, which is amazing when you've had the number 2 overall pick in Zach Wilson, and then Isaac, his brother, amongst others, as Romer gets all the way to the rim. And that's 4 points in the quarter for Romer. But you think of Ruckert and Kasunga, both sophomores in their respective sports. Ruckert to Ford, cycled through to Tolstrup. On the drive, Ruckert left it short. Nice job of closing that out. On the push now, Mackay Martin. Mackay goes at Ruckert, leaves it for Checketts, and he was thought maybe he could be blocked there. And able to finish it was Checketts as Ruckert was right there to contest it, maybe roof it. And we had a 1-point game halfway through the first quarter. Great way to spend your lunch hour right here on KSLSports.com. Corbin Hanson. 10 on the shot clock. Down to 5. Be Ford versus Fulmer. 2 seconds. 1 second. That might have been in his palm, but no review at a high school level. Ruckert for 3. No, another opportunity blocked away by Checketts. That's off the hands. Oh, I thought that went off for Corbin Hanson. Mr. Official was closer, said it did not. It would be 33 seconds left on the shot clock as Timpview will inbound along the baseline. There's Ison Naliai comes in for the first time today for Coach Izzy Engel. Strong move inside, couldn't get a shot off, sends it out. Hanson, Tolstrup for 3 on line, no. And another offensive rebound. Ruckert out to Naliai. He can't get the 3, now finally cleared on the defensive board. Mackay Martin lets the traffic go by. KJ Miller can't get the 3 to go, and the rebound taken by Corbin Hanson. Come back the other way, and a layup there for Nathaniel Davis. We'll have a fun weekend here at Charge Arena. In fact, we got 6 games tomorrow on the Rewind Sports Network as that 3 does not go by Romer. Naliai tracks down the long rebound. And then, of course, one at 9 a.m. on Saturday. 25 on the shot clock. Kelby Miller wanted a 3-second violation. Didn't get it. Tolstrup sends it over on the angle with Ruckert. 7 on the shot clock, down to 5. Gets inside Martin off the window. No, Martin with the board, sends it out to Miller. Got Romer on the run with him, and Romer to the rim. Lays it in just like John Wooden wants the fast break to look like. None of this get to the corner. It's hit the angles, get yourself to the rim. And Romer with the finish, back to a 1-point game. Inside of a minute and a half remaining in the opening frame. We figure this would be a good one. Naliai sends out to Ruckert. Good defense from Cade Tidwell. But Ruckert off the window, no, tipped around. Martin couldn't quite get his hand on it. Loose ball tracked down by Carter Miller. KJ to Mackay. Martin, pull up. Can't get the bounce on the board taken by Timpview. 55 seconds left in the opening quarter. As Corbin Hanson will slow things up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Naliai and you're going to have a defensive hold on Miller. That is the first team foul, I believe, on Layton. And a couple new rule changes. Remember, team fouls will reset at the end of quarters. So no more through the half. You have 5 fouls per quarter, and it's immediate double bonus. No more 1-and-1s. 5 personal fouls per player still. Quick inbound into Ford. Get a fresh shot clock off the foul. Hanson with the layup, and it's a 3-point lead for Timpview. 30 seconds left in the first. Jonah Fulmer. Taken away by Hanson. Hanson started the fast break, finishes it. And a little 4-point spurt from Corbin Hansen. And a 5-point advantage for the T-Birds. Layton looking for points at the end of the quarter. KJ Miller gets the foul call. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Put him at the line for 2 free throws. With 9 seconds left in the quarter. His first. And KJ calmly knocks down the first free throw. His first point of the quarter. So you got a good team with Layton. When you add David Katoa to the mix, it's going to be outstanding. Misses the second. Rebound to Naliai. Nearly stolen by KJ. Still got time on the clock. That shot off the mark. Rebound, and that will do it for the first quarter. At the end of one, it is Timpview 15 and Layton 11. You're watching Layton basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heidemann and Associates. Welcome back into Charger Arena. Start the second quarter, Layton basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Dusty Litster with you. Is Makai Martin. And the Lancers in a 4-point hole at the end of the first quarter. This Timpview team is deep. They're long. They're well coached. No, this is going to be a challenge. And I think if you're Coach Kelby Miller and you feel a little different, if David Katoa were ready to rock and roll and he's not quite there. When he joins his group, it's going to be awesome. As Carter Miller can't get that one to go. The rebound claimed by Corbin Hansen. There's Mason Ford. His older brother was a 4-year starter at point guard at Timpview. One of my favorite. Coleman. Kid was so much fun to watch. Naliai all the way to the rim. There's a multi-sport athlete. Isa Naliai, a state champion football player. He's a safety for Coach Donnie Atawaya. American Fork in the building. Coach Ryan Cuff. There's Fulmer right down the lane. That thing just parted. No one challenged at the rim, and Fulmer able to finish it. There's Ford. Hansen cycled through to Naliai. Isa sends it back out to Corbin Hansen. Send a corner, pump the three, drive the base. Back out, Rukert for 3. Back rimmed, and the rebound still loose. Taken by Naliai. Another offensive board for Timpview as Rukert jackknifes that one up and in. And a 6-point advantage now for Timpview. Layton having a hard time clearing the board in the first half. Mackay, straightaway 3, no. And now, heads up play there by Carter Miller. Those are dreams. I think all of us have that. When you get that loose ball, you got to save it, and you have a defender just standing there, and it is like free-for-all dodgeball opportunity. You're just looking for a good flat bump. Those of you who are wrestling fans like myself, you just want a good flat bump. Fulmer, can't get that over Rukert. And now picks up a little bit of a frustration foul. 6:17 left in the half. First one on Fulmer. First team foul of the quarter. Remember, those team fouls will now reset at the end of quarters, not the end of the half. The other emphasis we're going to take a look at throughout the year is the charge call. As they're going to have a traveling violation. Shuffled his feet, but you talk about the block charge. So frustrating to watch. Mine is the passive crash charge. But if the defender has to be set before the offensive player's foot comes up. If he's set, we got a charge. If he's not, and it's simultaneous, we're going to have blocks. Fulmer over to Martin. Mackay in the lane, sends it back out. 3 on the way from Tidwell. And Layton still yet to get a 3-point shot to drop. Quickly down the floor. Ford, good hand, yeah. They're going to go 2. Took a lot of ball on that one. Mr. Official was down there. He said he got him on the wrist. So the foul goes to Tidwell. Second team foul on Layton. Is Mason Ford at the line. And Mason knocks down the first. Tolstrup and Davis come back on the floor for Coach Engel. The free throw's good, and now an 8-point advantage. 21-13. Kai Martin is at the Fulmer. Carter Miller. Straight away three for Tidwell. Breaks the seal for Layton from downtown. Finally got the three to drop. Tends to be contagious, kind of like when you hit some baseball. Try to send that inside. Fulmer, good job of getting around, tips it away. Fulmer ahead. Oh, Ruckert right there. Ruckert with a little bit of showtime. And mind you, that kid's just a sophomore. Carter Miller. Fulmer hands back to Martin. Mackay yet to get going offensively. Jab step for three. I don't know, we got someone back in Kansas City that thought that was filthy. Of course, Marcus Kemp, Jacoby Kemp, the older brothers to Mackay Martin. Guys we've covered. Marcus, football player and Super Bowl champion with the Kansas City Chiefs. Carter going to get called for wrapping around there. Kelby didn't like that call. And Jacoby won a state championship with Kelby Miller at the helm. Of course, he played with NFL star Julian Blackman, starting safety for the Indianapolis Colts, and his brother Jerice Blackman. Kelby Miller's had some terrific athletes throughout the years. Quickly inbounded in to Tolstrup. Three won't go. Loose ball in the hands of Checkets. Now on the run. Sam Romer. Had 6 points in the first quarter. Mackay down the lane. Couldn't get it to drop, but going to put Martin at the line. The chance to make this a one-possession game. But I had a chance to talk with Mackay's father before the game. I said, hey, man, Marcus didn't even say his name. He already had the block up the sideline. If you recall the punt return that set up the go-ahead score for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl with DeCarius Toney. It was Utah's own Marcus Kemp leading the charge up the sideline. Number 85 of the Chiefs. So my wife thought it was the first, knows it's the only time I ever jumped up for a blocker instead of the guy with the ball. That's one of our Utah boys. Inside of 3.5 left in the first half. In a 2-point ball game. Runner won't go. Oh, nice job by KJ Miller. Slapped that rebound away. Here comes Mackay. And foul going through the lane. It'll be the third team foul on the T-Bird. So each for both the Lancers and Timpview, one foul to give in the final 3 minutes and 14 seconds of the half. Tidwell back to Mackay. And Martin fouled again. There'll be bonus free throws on the next foul. Number 2 on Dean Ruckert. Cycle through to the corner. KJ Miller for 3. And Layton was down 8. That's an 11-2 run. It was 21-13. And the Lancers take a 1-point advantage. 3 threes in the quarter after going cold in the first, call it 10 minutes of this one. cleared the board on that one. Layton now a chance to extend on their advantage. And we got a foul, and that'll be 2 free throws coming to Cade Tidwell. Remember, Cade Tidwell had the first 3 of the day for Layton that went down. It was a straightaway 3 ball and kind of gave a little bit of life to this offense. Lips out the first free throw. So Palmer, Ford, and Naliai come back on. And Lincoln Holcomb. Oh for 2 at the line for Tidwell. Here comes Naliai. Isa right down the floor. Miller out with Ford, leaves it for Naliai. Naliai down the lane, high off the window, and Isa Naliai gives the lead back to Timpview. Makai Martin, pull up, left it short, rebound to Checkitts, and the board and stick there for Checkitts, and the seesaw continues. And Naliai fouled by Miller. Last foul to give. .30 seconds on the shot clock. Holcomb goes at Miller. KJ, nice job. Slapped it away. Out to Naliai. Romer with him. Isa on the drive. Flip it up. No. Rebound taken by Martin. Trying to get out to KJ. Taken away. Open 3. No. And of an offensive, or probably a loose ball foul on the rebound on Naliai. And loose ball. We're shooting free throws. So the foul going to Isa Naliai. So free throw 1 of 2. Naliai down the lane, and Isa +1. So the and one, give him a chance to give him the lead. So Isa Naliai, I believe Isa is Dre's nephew, or definitely a relation. Of course, Dre Naliai played at BYU as a defensive coordinator for Donnie Atawaya. Full court pressure from Timpview, broken easily by Layton. Miller passes that up. Romer on the drive and draws a foul. We have not a lot of whistles to start this one up. We picked them up as the teams continue to attack the rim. So Romer will go to the line for 2 free throws. And the free throw is good, tied at 28. There we go, clock goes. Back over to Hansen. Hansen try to get that fit inside. Not on the watch of Miller. KJ knocks that out of bounds. 1 minute left in the half. We'll try to sync up the clock here. Ford to trigger in. Does to Ross. Holcomb back to Ross for three. No. Rebound to Miller. All stripped away and lays it in. 40 seconds left. And now we'll have a foul on the back end. They're going to say that Jackson Palmer got a little handsy coming over the top of the Layton player. I think I'm going to do this the rest of the year, but can we just praise the shot clock? Our games are so much more active. It feels much more active than Virginia men's basketball in college, even with the same shot clock. We just keep playing, keep going. None of this end of the half, hold the ball nonsense, four corners, and just taking any type of basketball out of basketball. Just so glad that NFHS changed the rule. Remember, that's not a state of Utah thing. That's a national thing. 20 seconds left in the half. Fire that ball back out. And if you're going to do it within the length of a shot clock, then so be it. But at least it's not the whole stinking half. 9 seconds. Oh, roofed by Check. It's a ball tipped. It's going to have a chance. And that shot goes begging. And that will do it for the first half. And how about it? A lot of action. And it's tied at 30 as we go to the break. You're watching Layton basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. And welcome back in. Start of the third quarter. Dusty Litster with you. Layton basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Tied at 30 at the end of the first half. Now, this is going to be a very, very fun second half between Layton and Timpview. We'll start with the Timpview Thunderbirds. And it really balanced scoring. You wouldn't say that any one player is just dominating the scoring from either side. The Timpview, the advantage had been the offensive boards. Layton got a little better down the stretch. But the offensive board has just kept Timpview, put them ahead. They were up 21-13 at one point. It was an 11-2 run by Layton as Corbin Hansen able to get inside and get the bucket. But it was an 11-2 run, gave Layton a lead, and then it was a seesaw battle. As Romer, moving without the ball, is fouled from behind by Ford. That's going to put Sam Romer at the line for 2 free throws. And if there's a spot that Kelby Miller, outside of the three-point shot that got better in the second quarter, free throws. Layton left a lot of opportunities at the charity stripe. And misses it as Ford picked up his third personal foul. Romer misses the first. Sam Romer is part of the Utah Top 50, had an outstanding fall. And of course, we had all those games Dane and I did here on the Rewind Sports Network. Goes 1 of 2. Kai Martin. Laying out with Ford on the angle, and he gets the three. Mason Ford, we talked about his brother Coleman, was a spark plug point guard. Mason got that three to go. Down the baseline is Fulmer, lost the handle. And if it's a foul, I don't think it was. They say he just had a bounce off of Ruker. Got to be careful. Ruker had 2 personal fouls in the first half. Consider Ruckert the best player at Timpview. KJ Martin sends it back up top, back on the angle. Makai Martin. Oh, off on the three. Try to save that in, does. But it goes with Timpview. Finally got the clock synced up and couldn't get it to fire. So 6:25 left in the third. All go baseline, and Rucker, his second dunk of the game, extends the lead to 6. Well, Layton looking for Layton to respond, and who's going to take over? KJ over to Mackay. Mackay Martin down the lane. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Romer. Couldn't get the putback. And we had a bench warning. Your assistant coaches don't have a lot to say. One reason I could not coach basketball as an assistant coach. Baseball, I'm a base coach. You get a little latitude. And in basketball, if stuff comes off the bench, you can get your coach teed up. Sending the ball out to Corbin Hansen. Hansen goes at Miller, sends it back out Rucker. Nice defense from Romer. Rucker try to get around him, and you're going to have a foul on the way up. Going to put Rucker at the line for 2 free throws. And his foul goes on Sam Romer. And Rucker hits the first. Cade Tidwell back in for Coach Miller. And Rucker goes 2 for 2. That's 4 points in the quarter for Rucker. Press on from Timpview. Romer to Fulmer. Romer on the drive and gets the foul. Going to put Romer at the line for 2. It's been impressive to see Layton get to the middle of the defense and nothing stopping the ball all the way to the rim. You expect Mackay and Romer to take advantage of that. First, they got to solve the free throw line as Romer misses the front end. Remember, he just split free throws. And gets a second. 39-32. Romer hanging with Rucker. Thought maybe had a chance at a steal. Sends it back out to the corner. Tolstrup for 3. And a 10-point lead, largest lead of the day for Timpview. They come out 12-2 run as the 3 won't go by KJ Miller. Now I got to stand up on defense for Layton. Send it over. Ford down the baseline, leaves it, and we've got the pass and crash along the baseline. The Region 1 special underneath the hoop gets the charge. And Layton being in Region 1, they know they'll get that whistle. Now can Layton cash in the foul? That's the third team foul on Timpview as Naliai with the steal. Here comes Isa. Down the lane, leaves it, and the little crawl up lay-in goes for Nathaniel Davis. And now a 12-point lead for Timpview. Mackay back out. Carter Miller rattles home a 3. There we go. Timeout taken by Kelby Miller. Can they find something here? 9-point lead for Timpview, 44-35. You're watching a Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Layton trailing by 9. Outside of Rucker. And then we're going to have a foul on Cade Tidwell. So They call it blue zone to red zone. Less contact away from the hoop. The closer you get the hoop, more contact allowed. And that's why that was called. Lob it in. No. Tipped up. Loose ball. Back to Timpview. Davis down low, and Davis is fouled. Now this third quarter looking like the first quarter as far as Davis been unable to clear the possession. As Davis knocks down the first of 2 free throws. And got them both. Mackay. Over to KJ. Miller skip to Tidwell. Back to Martin. And it's stripped away. Here comes Naliai. Isa leaves it for Corbin Hansen. Back out to Naliai. This is a fun matchup. He and Martin. Bruckert got past Romer to the rim. And Ruckert extends the lead to 13. Mackay from way outside. Off the mark. Romer tracks down the rebound. Skip to KJ Miller. Feeder set and got it. That's where Layton can change this game. If they get the 3 ball to drop, they have the ability to shoot themselves right back into this game. Inside of 2:40 left in the third. Naliai. Back out Tolstrup. Cannot get the 3 to go. We'll have a loose ball foul on Timpview on the rebound. That'll be team foul number 4. I think we've got something going on in the state where all the buzzers and stuff, we're a little over-calibrated on the noise. I know a sound engineer that can fix that pretty quick. And, of course, that's my camera guy, Tino Saiki. Best colors and sound in the business. Down the lane, Martin about to check it. 3 from Carter Miller, no. And the board cleared by Tolstrup. And the foul to Tidwell. 4th team foul on Layton. Number 3 on Tidwell. Isa Naliai up top to Ruckert. With Tidwell. Ruckert on the drive. And it gets it to go. See how smooth the game is from Dean Ruckert. Mackay on the drive. Lost the handle. Got it back. Wrapped around the baseline. Carter able to get his hand on it. Tracked down by Tidwell. 10 on the shot clock. Carter Miller. Inside. Kissed it off the window. And it's a 10-point game on the push with Corbin Hansen. Dean Ruckert. Over to Isa Naliai. Defense there by Check. It's on the switch. Mackay comes on with the switch. Naliai inside. Couldn't get it to go. Tipped out. Tracked down by Timpview. Corbin Hansen. The fresh shot clock. About a 9-second difference between game and shot. And Izzy Ingles saw the same thing and said, hey, hold up. And they're going to run hammer. Ruckert. Down the lane. No. Got his own rebound. And Miller picks up the loose ball. Shot clock turned off. Down to 20 seconds. Mackay will control it up top. Look for the final shot of the quarter. Can they get it to a 7-point game with the 3? Tidwell. KJ pump the three, jab step to it. Short rebound to Carter Miller. And he was fouled on the rebound. It'll put him at the line, 2 free throws with 4 seconds left in the quarter. Rattled out the free throw. Palmer and Ross come back. Push. Got to get some points out of this one. KJ over to Carter. He pumps the three. Carter inside out. Miller straight away. Back rimmed. Rebound out to Mekhi Martin. Martin in the key. Goes high-low. Check it. Oh, my. 3/4 of the way down. And pops out. The wide channel basketball fails him on that one. I don't know how that ball doesn't drop in. And they expect very deliberate possessions from Timpview. Tolstrup. Back rims a triple. Another offensive rebound from Timpview, but stolen away. Tidwell, nice job battling, but taken by Naliai and then blocked. And the foul will go to Tidwell as you get the possession taken away. And Naliai was standing there for the interception. And Isa will go to the line for 2 free throws. Papa Naliai came over at halftime and said that Dre is the older brother to Isa Naliai. As Isa knocks down the first. One thing we know is that our friends in Hawaii are watching our streams. So Isa got the front end as Checketts and Carter Miller come off the floor. 1 for 2 on the trip there for Isa. Just 3 threes away from tying this up for Layton. Mekhi back out Fulmer. Fulmer on the drive, terminates. Tidwell back up to Mekhi for 3. Yes! Mekhi Martin. Now 2-possession game. The 3 ball, as you know, is a great equalizer. And remember, this isn't our only game from the Tournament of Champions, as Timpview takes a timeout. Full timeout, we'll take it as well. You're watching Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Timpview basketball with 5:55 left in the fourth quarter. As Isa Naliai goes at KJ Miller, sends it back out. Ford with the flyby from Martin. Short on the 3. Ball tipped around and finally claimed by Sam Romer. Now a chance to cut this down to 4, maybe 3 points. Trailed by as many as 13. KJ up top to Fulmer. Fulmer on the drive to the rim. And it's a 4-point game. I saw this on Tuesday night. PG and Davis. Davis had a 13-point lead and lost by 3, 83-80 at Pleasant Grove. Ruckert at Martin. And charge. I talked about the emphasis. If you are in defensive position before the offensive player's foot leaves the ground, you're going to get that charge call. .506 left in the fourth. Any points? Make it a 1-possession game. KJ Miller. 4-3! And it's a 1-point game. Second 3 of the day for KJ. Shooter's got to shoot, even when it's been tough. Can't go bashful. And now an offensive foul as he cleared out on the crossover. And that's the 5th personal foul on Mason Ford. So Ford will come off the floor. And they'll put Ruckert back on. So Tolstrup comes on. 4:42 left in the 4th. And a chance for Layton to take the lead. That's a great job on that action to try to get Miller open. As Romer trapped in the corner. Yeah, that was a tough spot for Makai Martin. And Kelby Miller takes a timeout with 4:26 left. 30-second timeout gives me a chance to walk you through our schedule this week on the Rewind Sports Network. We are full of games. We talked about Dane Stewart, and I'll be back tonight for Lone Peak versus Alta. I'll be at 6:20. Then tomorrow, we are loaded. Ridgeline at Lone Peak girls. That game's going to be a blast. Highland at Davis. Springville at Alta. Skyline of Copper Hills. Arborview, Nevada versus Lone Peak here. And then Cottonwood versus Lone Peak on Saturday. I'll be back here at 9 a.m. Cottonwood versus Lone Peak. But we'll be all over the place. Over nearly 200 basketball games this year on the Rewind Sports Network. That includes the state tournament. Makai Martin. Inside out. Fulmer. Back rims the 3. Loose ball. Tracked down by Makai Martin. Makai down the baseline. Oh, Naliai read him. KJ was begging for the ball. Was wide open. Naliai read it. Took it away. Miller with his hand on it. Tipped out of bounds by Tidwell. Now you got to give it to Isa Naliai. Makai had to see when I saw it. He pops wide open. KJ was feet set, ready to go. And Naliai was waiting on it. Naliai gets open on the cut. Blocked by KJ Miller. They're going to hit him with the foul. It'll put Isa Naliai at the line for 2 free throws. So Romer and Fulmer will take their spots on the key. You got to go in the cylinder. Naliai hands back to Corbin Hansen. Eight on the shot clock. Naliai with 5. Hansen. Ruckert on the baseline. No, that's out of bounds. 3:16 left, and that would have been a shot clock violation anyway. So Makai Martin will walk the ball up in the front court. 3:10 left in the 4th quarter in a 2-point game. This was a 13-point lead for Timpview in the 4th quarter. Miller. Oh, off the foot. Tracking it down, left it in play. Naliai easy inside. Ruckert. His foul that'll put him at the line. Oh, unfortunate. Went off the shin of Nathaniel Davis. And remember, Davis at the end of the half made a bunch of plays, at a couple of buckets and for free throws. But he gets that play there and even keeping the ball in bounds. So Dean Ruckert misses the first. It'll be a 1-possession game, make or miss. And misses them both as Martin comes in for the rebound. So Layton again, chance to tie or take the lead. Makai for the lead. Back rimmed. Rebound to Fulmer. Tidwell can't get it. Tipped out of bounds by Sam Romer. Oh, no. It was off of Timpview. So keep the ball here. .236 left in the fourth. Tidwell off the inbound. Back to Makai Martin. Makai at Naliai. Naliai inside. Fall away. And we're tied at 52. Comeback is complete. Brand new ball game with 2 minutes and 13 seconds on a running clock in the fourth. Up top with Hanson. Fulmer with him. Hanson on the drive, tipped out of bounds by Tidwell. Seven seconds on the shot clock, 1:55 on the game clock. And Izzy Engel will take a timeout. 30-second timeout. So a minute 55 left in the fourth quarter. Timpview basketball. 4 on the shot clock, 3 on the way, no. Tipped out of bounds. And they're saying with Layton, but the officials are going to confer. If it goes off the hand of Layton, you're going to have like 2 seconds on the shot clock. But it's going to be officials, no, we're going to say 1 second on the shot clock. So, yeah, Timpview gets the ball back, but it's a 1 second on the shot clock. Kelby did not agree. As Layton coach is saying, hey, don't foul. You got to play straight up, get the board. And not only that, you got to be looking for the Rukert lob off the inbound. Well, I'm not sure why there's a free timeout. All the players are in the huddle. It's not a timeout. That's a heads up by Layton players. If it's not a timeout, you don't have designated huddles. I'm not sure why or who took the timeout. They're cleaning up some moisture on the baseline. That's the timeout is. That's when you realize you're not calling a college or NBAs. You don't have anybody down on the floor cleaning up the floor. So officials trying to use their clothes and hands and shoes. Now, I'll handle this official down here on the baseline. He is a contractor. That is a guy that gets things done. He's got to get himself a boulder bag tool belt. We'll get that figured out. So we'll take a quick break. Give me from my meanderings. We'll be right back. All right, we got the officials a little towel. Things are taken care of. But, yeah, I thought Layton players are so smart. It's not a designated timeout. That is not their huddle. Until you say it's a timeout. Officials did. And there we go. 1 second on the shot clock here for Timpview. Got it in. Tolstrup for 3. No. And Fulmer clears the board. And now timeout taken by Layton. With 1:42 left. So 30-second timeout, minute 42 left, and a 35-second shot clock game. You got just a few possessions left here. We want to thank our sponsors, Heidemann and Associates. Go to utah.law, find the law office nearest you, get a free consultation. Flat rate law firm, Heidemann and Associates. Again, cannot refer him enough. Justin Heidemann, one of my old friends. He'll take care of you. Again, Heidemann and Associates, utah.law. Find the law office nearest you. Also want to thank Igloo Outfitters. Kept us nice and warm during our football coverage, but we know there's still parents. You're going to games still outside. We're going to have things in the spring. Get an Igloo. That's a great gift for your wife or for yourself. Igloo Outfitters, IGLU, outfitters.com. You will not regret it. Use the code REWIND. Get $20 off. Now have them in royal blue and red for your preferred college. Minute 35 on a running clock left in the fourth quarter. Tied ball game. Coach Miller said, hey, let's stay patient. Timpview willing to sit back. Imagine just 2 years ago, this would have been the whole fourth quarter. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mackay down the lane. Did not get the contact. Oh, and then the late whistle. Going to put Mackay Martin at the line. Came down hard on his elbow. Well, one time, if you're a Layton fan, you're happy with the late whistle. Izzy Engel did not come out of his chair. So Mackay at the line hits the first of two. And 2 for 2. 54-52 with 1:16 to go. Down by 13 points. Layton with the lead in the fourth. Spot where Timpview doesn't have to be in a big hurry either. Dean Ruckert goes at Tidwell, gets to the rim, crawls off. Board, and the foul on the putback. Going to put Nathaniel Davis at the line for 2 free throws. You can hear the slap up here. And Davis with a chance to tie the ball game from the free throw line. And rolls in the first. Give him one more. And gets them both. Tied at 54. 58 seconds to go. Mackay Martin, trap coming. Mackay turned into it, got away. Fulmer, 25 seconds. Fulmer to the rim, sends it back out. KJ Miller. 3 won't go. Rebound to Sam Romer. Got it back out to Mackay Martin. 4 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Down to 35 on the game, 30 on the shot. They don't have to do anything. Take your time and take the final shot with 4 seconds left. Ruckert comes, draws the foul. Number 4 on Dean Ruckert, and that's kind of big if we end up going to overtime. But Timpview's best player will be down a foul. So in the backcourt to Tidwell. Shot clock is turned off with the foul. They don't have to. Layton has no reason to really do anything until the stretch. And now Kelby Miller takes the timeout. He'll have 1 remaining with 15.4 left. Full timeout. We'll be right back with the conclusion. You're watching Layton Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. And welcome back in. 15.4 left in the fourth quarter. Layton with the ball. Chance to end this thing in regulation. And Mackay with Nali with him. Come off the screen. Nali never poked it away. Mackay down the lane. It crawls off. 3 seconds. 2. Ruckert at the horn. And we're going to overtime. Oh, Mackay is frustrated. He thought he had it. Couldn't get it to go. Ruckert's half-court heave was short. And we're at a 4-minute overtime period coming up. Free basketball. We don't have to even refund any money for the stream. We'll be right back. You're watching a Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. Welcome back in. Dusty Lister with you. Overtime. I know my graphics showing fourth quarter. It doesn't update it. But 4 minutes. It was a 13-point deficit for Layton. They battled back, got the 3 ball going, cleaned up their defensive rebounds a little bit. Brought it all the way back, and once the threes start going for this team, it gets it going. And Ruckert, the opening tip, controlled by Timpview. Is Isanaliai. Gets that ball inside to Davis. Nathaniel Davis at KJ Miller. Lost it on the way up off the leg of Timpview. And it'll be Layton basketball. Again, Dane and I, we'll take a couple games off. Dane and I will be back for the Alta and Lone Peak game. But you always got to love, I was listening to Rob Gertzen, who's the director of the tournament. Got to love when your first game as a tournament director goes into overtime. Your schedule now just gets pushed back. So it'll take longer than the 4-minute game time to play this one. Send it back out for three. Tidwell knocks down the triple. He had the first three of the day for Layton when they couldn't get him going. They went 0 for maybe 8 or 9 in the first 8 minutes of this game, or probably 6 minutes of this game. He got one to go, and it kind of opened up this offense. His second three of the day and a big one. Naliai sends that ball up top. Ruckert on the angle, tied at 57. The sophomore, Dean Ruckert. Here comes the trap. Mackay. That was bodied. Yeah, it's a foul. Absolutely. 100%. And that's Dean Ruckert, and that is number 5 on Dean Ruckert. Totally understand he's trying to pressure to the midcourt, but he absolutely was inside of the offensive player's space. And now Izzy Engel picks up the technical foul. So not only are you going to get the 2 free throws for the bonus free throws, you're now going to have 2 free throws and the possession. This is a chance to be a 7-point possession for Layton.
Technical foul against Timpview.
But I understand Izzy's frustrated, but Dean Ruckert got into him. He gave him a little hip movement, picks up that 5th personal foul. So at the line is Tidwell. Hits the first. And these are just the goes 1 of 2. And now the technical free throws will be taken by Mackay Martin. And then the possession to Layton. And the free throw line, we talked about it in the first half. The free throw line was part of the deficit. And they're going to be shooting lots of free throws. And he missed them. They go 1 of 4 from the stripe. And Layton will keep possession. When Izzy goes back and watches the film, he's going to see that foul on Ruckert was a foul. Because it's either you don't call it a foul and it's going to be a turnover when he actually forced him to midcourt. But in the heat of the moment, you're not seeing it. Just like the song says, in the heat of the moment. Inside of 2:35 left. Mackay on the drive. Circles back out. You got 3 defenders on him, and he turns it over. Good defense by Timpview. And a good recognition on the Timpview defense. He had 2 trail him back up to the at midcourt. Here comes that 3rd defender. Nowhere to go with the basketball, and a turnover. And just when Timpview was looking at a chance of a 6-point possession for Timpview, it was a 1-point possession. And now the Layton defense have got to come up with the stop. Outside to Tolstrup. Sends it back up top to Corbin Hansen. Now Isa Naliai. Isa spins inside. Taken away by Romer. Sam Romer. Talked about the Utah top 50 fall he had. That was a great job coming away with the steal. As dependable as high-density polyethylene. Makai Martin for three! An absolute fireball from Makai Martin. Inside of a minute and a half left. What a great way to start off the weekend at the Tournament of Champions. KJ Miller tips that one. Loose ball, still free. Oh, goes off the forehead and gets it back. Fulmer with another loose ball. Fulmer ahead to Sam Romer. Wisely backs this thing out. Wisely backs it out. It's 2 possessions with the shot clock. Makai gets the timeout. 1 minute left in OT. Makai Martin with a big three. We'll be right back. 1 minute left in overtime. Layton basketball, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Makai gets it back on the give and go. Martin sends it back out. KJ Miller off on the three, and the rebound cleared by Timpview. And then Romer gives up the foul, and kind of a head-scratching one because that was the 15th foul. And we're going to walk down the other end for free throws. And a chance to make it a one-possession game from the stripe for Nathaniel Davis. And goes 1 for 2. Loose ball taken by Makai. Inside, Sam Romer lays it in. 2-possession game, 63-58. Isa hands that back. Rukert for three. Timeout, Izzy Engel. 31 seconds left. Big three. Timeout. I'll just mute it. I'm not going to send you to a break. We'll stay right here. We'll widen things out. 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, pardon me, in overtime. 31 seconds left in OT. He's had the 3 ball by Rukert. 2-point ball game. The full court pressure is on, and Romer stepped out of bounds. Stop me if we've ever told you this before. Timpview's long and really athletic. Got that ball to the sideline. That was going to be a tight-roping thing from Romer. Ends up turning it over. Full timeout. I'll do the same thing. We're not going to send you a commercial. We'll stay right here. I'll be right back. 27.8 left in overtime. Timpview with a chance to tie or take the lead when we come back. 27.8 seconds left. Timpview basketball, chance to tie and send us to double overtime, which Rob Gertson would love to see, or a 3 for the win, or for the lead, I should say. Outside, Isa Naliai. Naliai, baseline, misses, no, it comes in. Tied at 63. Layton with the ball, they got 1 timeout left. Let's see if Kelby Miller uses it, down to 10 seconds. Makai Martin off the screen from Romer. Makai, no. Rebound to Romer. And a timeout granted to Kelby Miller. I think we're going to have 1.5. Let's see what they put on this. Who had it? If it was 1.5, 1.8. You see what they put on this full timeout. We'll have it all figured out. So 1 second on the clock. 1 second even. Same situation we were in regulation. KJ Miller nearly had a Sam Elliott 1999 finals moment. The 3 is long, and we go to double overtime. A whole full quarter just for you. We'll be right back. You're watching the Rewind Game of the Week on KSLSports.com. And a tip-off controlled by Layton. Double overtime. I know my bug says fourth quarter. I can't get it to fire to change. Double OT. Sam Romer whips out the three. Rebound to Checkets. Turned right in. That'd be a jump ball. Yes. Turned in the defender. Jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Timpview. Layton's going to look back at the foul, technical foul, and free throws. Really just frustrated themselves about going 1 for 4 at the stripe. They didn't get an opportunity at a turnover on the possession after the technical foul. That's something they're going to look back on. Got to clean that one up. That's what these tournaments are here for. Whoa, gap charge. No doubt. Lower the shoulder. Has nothing to do with the contact. Everything to do with the fact he lowers his profile and it comes up with it. More than a famous movie reference. That's more than 77% of the time, every time. That should be 100% of the time, every time. And he lowers that profile and comes up. That's automatic. KJ Miller sends in the corner to Tidwell. Tidwell opened the first overtime up with the three. Fulmer got loose along the baseline. Mackay Martin toes up a triple. No. And a rebound. Cleared by Jackson Palmer. Each team gets an additional timeout. T-Birds have 2 because Layton used 1 in the first timeout, or first overtime, pardon me. Corbin Hansen. Try a back cut to Naliai, knocked away by Tidwell, and picked up by Fulmer. So bring it back up the floor with Layton. We're going to go drink. Fulmer up top. Tidwell on the angle, Romer. Now Mackay Martin with Naliai. Been a good matchup today. Mackay, got inside, felt the pressure, and gets the bucket. That's a terrific job feeling that pressure from Naliai. Used it against him. 65-63, Layton. Isa, no. Good defense. Down the floor and a chance to get to a 2-possession lead. The 3 ball has been hit or miss. You got to continue to attack the rim. Mackay with Naliai. And off the Fulmer. Fulmer into the corner. Tidwell on the drive, sends out KJ Miller. For 3! As the shot clock horn sounds. KJ Miller's third 3 of the day. 5-point advantage, 1 minute left in overtime. 3. No, and a rebound to Fulmer. Pardon me, that's Romer. They got the same hair. Killing me. Bring the ball across. Take advantage, make them come get you. 2-possession lead. Less than 2 possessions left on the clock with the shot clock. KJ pass up the 3 wisely to Tidwell. Tidwell down the lane, sends it to the corner. Fulmer with the dagger! Eight-point lead with the time left. Layton. And what has been a classic game to kick off the Tournament of Champions. Got an 8-point lead. Well, just seconds left in this one. We'll be right back. So welcome back in. 24 seconds left. And an 8-point lead for Layton in a game they trailed in regulation by 13. Sent it to overtime. Had the lead in that first overtime. Couldn't hang on to it. And in the double OT, back-to-back threes with KJ Miller and Fulmer. Jonah Fulmer. And the Lancers are going to get a big win in the non-region season. Without David Katoa again, Layton 71, Timpview 63. Our final score in double overtime. Your Heidemann and Associates Players of the Game. Oh, there's so many different ways you can go because it was more than one guy. Sam Romer had big moments. Jonah Fulmer had big moments. So did Cade Tidwell. Makai Martin had, it was kind of a full thing here. Yep, I'm usually not this, I usually make better decisions than this. I'm more decisive. But players of the game, I'm going to go Romer and Fulmer. But I thought they made all the little plays down the stretch and in moments as well. Again, a final score, Layton 71, Timpview 63. Congratulations to Layton getting a big win in the Corner Canyon Tournament Champions. Come back tonight. Dane Stewart and I will be back for Alta and Lone Peak. For Tino Psyche, I'm Dusty Litzner. Thanks for joining us for watching Layton Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com.